coming
I
up.
know it doesn't change your gender, but it changes your nature. You have the nature of a woman. What is a man? What is a man?
We are human beings. Before we're a man, we're a human being. And human beings have emotions.
What is a
God made you with emotions.
No, he did not.
That's the funniest thing I've ever heard. If your belief makes you have a happy life, good for you. But to tell everyone that that's how men are supposed to be, this is the danger. This is why men are dying at a higher and higher rate than ever before, because they're told they're not supposed to feel. A man sharing how he feels can save his life.
Do children want weak fathers that feel like women?
Children want fathers who feel.
Why do you say that?
Because that's how they connect. I've heard so many guys talk about the only time they saw their dad ever cry was at the death of their own father. I've heard from so many guys that grow up with dads that can't say, I love you. That's what children want.
But you're describing women. Those are women that act like that. Those are not real men. They have not overcome their mama.
I'm hanging up on you. This is ridiculous. You are doing a disservice to men.
What do you mean you're hanging?
Show.
Don't be a beta male. Come back. Don't run. Beta. He ran? What the? Emotional.
Welcome everybody to this installment of Culture War. In this video, Jessie is going to be taking on a beta male. And this beta male, man, all I can say about him is that he's crazy. But Jessie took him on. I don't want to let the cat out of the bag, so I want you to watch the video for yourself. And make sure you've subscribed to this channel if you've not. And also turn on the notification bell so you can be notified whenever I drop the next hot video. So let's get into it.
Andy Grant is a speaker and life coach, founder of Real Men Feel, which focus on encouraging men to allow and express all of their emotions. Men should express their emotions. Andy, thank you for coming on. I appreciate it.
It's my pleasure to be here.
Yes, sir. And so you are a life coach, a speaker and a life coach as well. How long have you been a life coach?
I began coaching in 2010.
And what made you decide, you know what, I'm going to be a life coach?
It was because I had so much difficulty in my own life. I was a very depressed and suicidal teenager. And as I grew into adulthood, I started doing all the self-reflection and self-growth, and I found tools that helped me. Everything I learned to use with clients is something I first learned to literally save my own life.
All right. And what caused you as a child, a young person, to become suicidal? Did you say suicidal? Or
correct.
Suicidal and depressed. What caused that for you?
Well, it's a litany of things. It wasn't just one thing, but my parents divorced when I was about 5 years old. I have no memory of my parents being together. My dad suffered from alcoholism and mental illness. And at the same time that they divorced, I began being molested by a neighbor. So I really, from a young age, thought the world was not safe. I didn't think I could trust adults. I didn't think I could trust men. And I shut down. And you know, I thought my dad would always tell me that high school were the best years of your life. So I grew up thinking, well, I'll just live those best years and then I'll be done.
And so are you still dealing with those things, or have you overcome them?
I really believe that if you've ever seriously contemplated suicide, that thought will always be lingering. It's kind of waiting for moments of weakness and doubt to rise up. So I don't think I've had any thoughts for about 2 years. But I have not made any attempt on my life since my early 20s. And
so you're the founder of Real. What type of guy do they call you up, or how do they get in contact with you? Hey, Joe, Andy, I need you to help me live my life today.
Yeah.
How do they?
I have a podcast called Real Men Feel. It's coming up on its 6th year anniversary.
Right.
And it was just my way to reach out to guys. And so many guys I meet, they try to think through their emotions. They think just through their problems. They think their brain is the only tool they have. But when we live from our hearts, when we allow ourselves to feel every emotion, a lot of guys think that there are some emotions that are for women and some are for men, and we are all human beings. Every man has the right to feel everything. And when he does, the problems don't linger. Old wounds don't resurface. You're not getting cut off in traffic and wanting to kill people, right? When you feel the emotion of the moment, the emotion flows through you, good or bad or indifferent. It flows through you. Emotions are energy in motion. When you're living from your heart, you can be a full man, you can be an empowered man, you can be a joyous man, you can be of service to other people, your family, your friends, your company. A man willing to feel makes for a better man, I find.
I've noticed that men who feel and men who are into their emotions are women. They are women. They're like a woman. And if a man is emotional like a woman, how can the woman rely on him if he is as weak as she is?
Emotions are not weakness.
Men who are emotional are weak. And
I could not disagree more.
They are no good. They're just like a woman. Why are you encouraging them to be like women?
You are mistaken, sir. You are very mistaken. There is a strength in emotions.
Like
it takes
what?
the bravest man to feel. It does not make you a woman.
How is it brave to feel like a woman?
It is brave to feel. A man feels like a man. A woman feels like a woman. By feeling does not make you a different member of, it doesn't change your gender by your willingness to feel.
I know it doesn't change your gender, but it changes your nature. You have the nature of a woman. What is a man? What is a man?
We are human beings. Before we're a man, we're a human being. And human beings have emotions.
What is a man?
God made you with emotions.
No, he did not.
That's the funniest thing I've ever heard.
What does a man feel like?
It's up to each man.
What is a man's feeling? Do you feel like a man?
I sure do.
And what describe your feeling that's like a man?
My feelings are always different. My feelings are in the moment.
Like what?
My emotions tell me whether I'm on purpose or not. My emotions tell me how aligned with life that I am.
Describe your emotions for me.
They're always different.
Describe the different emotions.
There's joy, there's sadness, there's grief, there's shame, there's happiness, right? There's a full range. But if you think being a man is being stoic, if you think being a man means having no emotions, you aren't living.
And you saying that those feelings that you're having that you just described are men feeling. That's what a man feel like.
Every man has the right to feel every emotion.
No, but you're saying that those emotions are the emotion of a man. That's what a man feel like, right?
No, I'm saying a man has the right to every emotion. Not just the ones I listed. Every possible emotion is a man's emotion.
And what does a woman feel like?
The same emotions.
So
different degrees, different expressions.
Describes a woman, the type of emotions that a woman has.
They have the same emotion that I expressed.
And
shame, guilt, happiness. It's all there. We are human beings.
And so if a man is feeling like a woman feeling like a man, how can they be of help to each other?
A man feels like a man when he allows himself to feel what shows up in the moment. It is not feeling like a woman.
You just describe a woman feeling it, you just describe the man feeling, they're both the same.
I have described no feelings. I have named emotions. How you express happiness and how I express happiness can be different. How a woman expresses happiness can be different. The expressions of the emotions are different.
Are emotions a feeling?
Yeah, that's part of it.
Emotions are a feeling, are feelings, right?
Yeah.
So a man does feel like a woman.
No. A woman and man are different things. A man can feel happiness. There's not one definition of happiness. There's not one definition of shame. They are expressed differently. A man feeling does not mean he's walking around weeping and weak. It doesn't mean weakness at all. There's a strength in emotion.
What type of strength is in the emotion that you just named?
Vulnerability, authenticity, leadership. Those all come from your willingness to feel your emotions.
A man should be vulnerable?
Certainly.
To what?
To whatever he's feeling, to being honest with what he's feeling.
Do you tell women your problems?
If I had to, so I work with men. I'm in men's groups. I have men clients.
Would you ever tell a woman your problems?
Sure.
And how can she help you with your problems?
Often the best help you can have with a problem is having someone just listen to you. They don't need to do anything. They don't need to fix anything.
Well, why tell them when there's nothing they can do? Why would you tell them your problems?
Because it makes you feel better.
But it doesn't solve your problem. It doesn't solve your problem.
There's nothing to solve.
But what's
you ruminating on your problem doesn't help anything. You sharing your problem can bring you relief.
But when you want to be free from your problems?
Keeping problems to yourself has nothing to do with freedom.
What does it do to when you want to be free of your problems?
I need a more specific thing. I don't know where you're going with this. There's no freedom in keeping things to yourself. That creates shame. That creates walls.
But when you tell people your problems, especially women, all they're going to do is judge you because they know you're weak and pathetic. And women hate weak, pathetic men.
You have met some weak, dangerous women in your life. I do not have any women in my life that judge me or berate me or find me weak.
That's what you think. Wait until you try to stand up. You'll see. So let me ask, do you, I may have already asked this, do you believe that you can overcome problems, period?
Yes.
And never have to go through them again?
No, often we repeat problems because there's different layers, there's different depths. So we're not repeating the same thing if you learned it, but there are different levels of understanding.
That's amazing. And what good, let's say a man is married. Are you married?
I am.
So you're married. And what good are you to you have children?
I do not.
What good would you be to your wife and children if you're acting just like the mother?
It's not about acting like anyone except yourself.
But you said the emotions that you describe are the same one that women have. What good are you to your wife if you're weak and pathetic and talking about your emotions and feelings just as she is?
Because anyone talking about their emotions is not weak or pathetic. It is brave and strong and courageous.
Where'd you get that from? That's from so not true. Where'd you get that from?
You're completely mistaken. If your belief makes you have a happy life, good for you. But to tell everyone that that's how men are supposed to be, this is the danger. This is why men are dying at a higher and higher rate than ever before, because they're told they're not supposed to feel. A man sharing how he feels can save his life.
Isn't it the men who are feeling the ones who are killing themselves? Men who overcome feelings don't kill themselves.
No.
No?
Nope, that's not my experience at all.
What is that symbol behind you? What does that mean?
That's the logo for my podcast. It talks about the 4 archetypes of men: the king, the lover, the magician, the warrior. And a well-rounded man has all of that within them.
Amazing. Do children want weak fathers that feel like women?
Children want fathers who feel.
Why do you say that?
Because that's how they connect. I've heard so many guys talk about the only time they saw their dad ever cry was at the death of their own father. I've heard from so many guys that grow up with dads that can't say, I love you. That's what children want.
But you're describing women. Those are women that act like that. Those are not real men. They have not overcome their mama.
I'm hanging up on you. This is ridiculous. You are doing a disservice to men.
What do you mean
Have
you're
a nice
hanging?
show.
Don't be a beta male. Come back. Don't run. Beta. He ran? What the? Emotional. He ran. Andy Grant ran.
This was very funny, but you know, but apart from it being funny, this is a big problem, because I'm telling you, the masculine identity is being eradicated by culture, slowly, year after year after year. I think is this feminism movement, this woke movement, somehow they spread it in the culture through movies, through what I want to call social re-engineering. Okay, through movies, through songs, trying to make men look make men look feminine. You look at the movies right now, you see all the superstars and popular figures are wearing dresses, and you see they make cross-dressing look very cool, and men are making money from cross-dressing. You see men dressing like women to go on social media to make money, to be popular and be famous. Slowly and slowly, by men accepting these things, we are losing our masculinity. A man should be strong. A man should be a protector, a warrior. A man should not. We're not built to have to show emotions. It's not like we don't have emotions, but we're built to have more we're strong. When it comes to emotions, we can have pressure. We are built to handle pressure as compared to our female counterparts, and that's what we're meant. So once you lose that, and like Jesse was saying, once you lose that, you can't stand the pressure, and women can't stand the pressure. Then you're now a woman. You're now a beta male. So we shouldn't accept the idea that a man should be like a woman, should be tender, should be this. No, we shouldn't. We are strong. We should be firm. Our children, our family will look up to us. People look up to us to make decisions, to lead. That's what we are. We are leaders. So, man, let's wake up. Let's not let this wokeism just make us, lose our identity entirely. All right. So, tell me your thoughts in the comment section. I would like to know what you think about this video. I would like to respond to your comments. And also, I would like to implore you, if you've not subscribed to this channel yet, what are you waiting for? Hit the subscribe button and also turn on the notification bell so whenever I drop another video, you'll be notified. My name remains Roland. I'm out.